Hey you guys, so today I'm going to be doing an anti-haul. I think it was Kimberly Clark who started this whole anti-haul thing, and I absolutely love anti-haul videos. I love them. And I thought to myself, you know what, there is so much stuff that is currently out there or it's due to come out soon that I'm just not interested in buying, and I just wanted to share with you what I'm not going to buy. So the first thing that I'm not going to buy is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, the new one that's coming out. I think it got leaked by a cake company a few months ago, and if it was me, I would have been devastated. But I saw the palette and I was just kind of like, okay, it looks very colourful, it's very beautiful, but I've got like the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette. I've got my own custom palettes by Inglot, and those ones are all colourful palettes, so I'm just not really interested in buying another colourful palette. I just don't see the point. I really don't. So that's something that I'm going to leave, but congratulations to Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palettes on their collaboration. The next thing I'm not going to get is the whole Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean collection. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. The colours, it just seems all higgledy-piggledy to me. It's weird. I don't get it. It makes no sense. So I just can't see myself buying something like that. I don't even know how much it is. I'm not interested in how much it is. I'm not interested in it, period. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I've watched all of the movies, I believe. I think the last one that they had was with Penelope Cruz, and that one was alright, but I will watch the next one that comes out. I'm not interested in any makeup which is associated with Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm just not interested in it. No, it's okay. Keep it. The next thing is the Urban Decay Basquiat collection. Again, I don't understand why these makeup companies they're collabing with other entities like this. Like, as we just said, we have the Pirates of the Caribbean and Lorac. What does one have to do with the other? I don't understand. Same with this. I mean, the packaging is gorgeous because of the artwork, but the colours aren't anything new. It's nothing that we haven't already seen before. We've seen them all before. We can go to the drugstore and pick up single shadows or palettes which are similar, or lipsticks which are similar. We can find these things. I don't understand what the relevance is between Urban Decay and Basquiat. I don't understand. So that's just something that I'm just not really trying to get involved with. To me, it comes across, and please tell me if you feel differently, but to me it comes across like they're trying to benefit from somebody else's work. I don't really see how the colours have anything to do with the art. I don't feel like there's a real correlation between Urban Decay and Basquiat. I just don't see the relevance. It just feels like they're just trying to gain from this person's work, and they're not there to really say that they are for or against it because this person is no longer with us. So I just feel like they're gaining from somebody else's work. That's just how I feel personally. Slap his name on it and let's just get the money in. That's how that feels to me. I may be wrong, but that's why I didn't bother with the whole Mac and Selena thing. I'm sure they had to probably go through her family to get their blessings and to get the rights to do it and all of that stuff, but it just doesn't feel authentic. It just doesn't feel genuine. Same thing with this. It just does not feel authentic. It just doesn't feel genuine because they're not here to say that they authorize or put. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. So I'm leaving that. The next thing is the Harry Potter brushes. It's just crazy to me. And I think those ones are by Storybook Cosmetics. And right now they have like the ones which are rose gold, authentic like real gold, and gunmetal, and they're $55 each. Like, I like Harry Potter. I've watched all of the Harry Potter films. I think they were amazing, and every Christmas I try to sit down and watch all of them again. but this to me is just a little bit over the top. It really is. They look kind of, I don't understand how I would use them. They've got so much going on at the ends. It's like, I worry that they're gonna kind of be a little bit imbalanced, but I'm just not interested in those kind of brushes, to be fair. I prefer my conventional brushes as opposed to things which have a lot going on at the ends, because I just feel like they're just going to be imbalanced. And to be fair, it just comes across very gimmicky. I understand, you know, you got to do something different, but it's just not for me. It's really not for me. But if you guys like those things, I mean, feel free, go right ahead. Another thing from Storybook Cosmetics is the Wizardry and Witchcraft eyeshadow palette. Don't get it. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I think that's the main thing with these things, with these products that I'm mentioning. I just don't understand them. I just don't get it. Like, what? Wizardry and Witchcraft? What are you trying to say? I don't understand it. So, I mean, the colours inside, again, they're pretty colourful. They're pretty as well. But I can find these colours elsewhere. I've got such a large collection when it comes to my eyeshadows. I've got such a large collection that now it's just gotten to the point where it's like, do I even need any more? I don't need any more. So what is the point in me indulging in more when I probably have similar, if not the same shades in another palette or dotted around in other palettes? I understand that the whole the Harry Potter brushes, the Wizardry book, whatever, it's probably targeted towards a certain niche of people. I mean, you guys know that I'm just so deeply in love with Too Faced. Anything cute and beautiful and girly and pretty, I'm that kind of person. I love that kind of packaging. So maybe the people who are into the whole Wizardry and Witchcraft thing, maybe they don't understand why I like Too Faced so much, and I don't understand why they like that so much. So I guess each to their own. In that respect, each to their own, because I don't understand I don't understand the draw for it. But it's not targeted towards me. So I'm just gonna leave that one alone. So the next one is the Too Faced Glitter Bomb. At first when I saw the packaging for it, I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like it's going to be exactly that. It's going to be bomb, it's going to be wicked, it's going to be on point. Then recently they showed the inside and it showed swatches, and I was just kind of like, where's the glitter? If you're calling this a glitter bomb, it needs to be like pow, glitter all up in your bowl. It needs to be like, it's got to be glitter. But when I saw it, I was just kind of like, this is lackluster. Now, this is how you know I'm not being biased, because you guys know I love me some Too Faced. But I'm having to leave this one alone. I'm just feeling like, no, this is not a glitter bomb. And recently, I've just been feeling so disappointed with the things that they have been bringing out. I mean, I will definitely look at the Clover palette. I think that's Jared's dog. He's making like a palette dedicated to his dog. I definitely want to have a look at that, simply because I feel like it kind of fits in line with the chocolate bar palettes in the sense of the shape, the size, whatever. And I feel like it's part of the collection in that respect. Whether or not it's actually going to be a good palette, I don't know, but we'll have to see. But back to the glitter bomb, it's just not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. I'm actually really kind of sad, because I was hoping and anticipating for this to be like wicked, amazing. I'm just so disappointed with the swatches and so disappointed with the colour selection. I just, like, this could have been wicked, because everybody else, like, nobody that I could think of off the top of my head is doing just like an all glitter palette. None of the like big dogs in the cosmetic industry is doing like a glitter palette. So it's just kind of upsetting, but I feel like it would just be a waste of money for me to even bother. If they bring it to Debenhams, I'll probably go and have a look at it and swatch it for myself. But aside from that, I just don't feel like it's worth it. The next one is the Nikki Tutorials Ofra collab. Now, what's upsetting about this one is the shade selection. Like that coral orange, like I could never see myself wearing that. never. As for the actual highlighter wheel, it's cute, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the middle shade might be cool for me. What is a bit annoying is the fact that the deeper shade is definitely not for darker skin tones. It's too red for darker skin tones. And I think maybe if I was to swirl those two, the middle tone and the deeper tone together, I don't reckon that I would like what is made. But the cut, I'm just not into it. I love the packaging, don't get me wrong. I love the packaging. I think, you know, the whole box, taken off the box, gorgeous. It was beautifully created and designed. It just doesn't call to me. It just, like, one shade out of all of the highlighters I'll be able to get away with using, and then there's like one shade from all of the lipsticks that I'll be able to use. What's the point? I think it's like $55 or something like that. No. It's available on Beauty Bay. I do think that they were coming out of like the singles and all of that, but me being me, I'm the kind of person who feels like I need to get the collection, and I just don't think it's going to be worth it, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Nikki, that does not mean that I don't like you or anything like that, because that would be a lie. I'm just not drawn to this collection, unfortunately, so I have to give that one a miss. But still, congratulations on your success with Oprah. The last thing I know I'm definitely not going to be getting is the Becca Chrissy Teigen Glow Face Palette. As soon as I saw this, I was kind of like, that's pretty, but I've seen it before. Where have I seen it? I've seen that in my drawer, because I have the Jaclyn Hill Becca Face Palette. And when I compared the two, it was just kind of like, these are the same recycled colors, shades. And it's like, oh my gosh, is there nothing different? Is there nothing different? Seriously, you're just recycling the same shades. Now, the Chrissy Teigen one has 4 colors. The Jaclyn Hill has 5. So obviously there's one that's not being duplicated. But it's just kind of like, if you have the Jaclyn Hill palette, I feel like you've got the Chrissy Teigen palette already. Secondly, on top of that, like all of the press releases and whatnot, showed Chrissy like baking, but what's that got to do with the palette? Because none of the names correlate to baking, so I didn't really understand what those two things had to do with one another, if anything at all. This doesn't feel like they have anything to do with one another, so it's just kind of like, I'm not understanding what direction or aim you're going for with this. It's just not making any sense. So I'm just gonna have to leave that one as well, because I feel like I already have the Chrissy Teigen palette. I love Chrissy Teigen. Well, I can't say I love Chrissy Teigen. She's cool, she's pretty, she's, you know, she's doing her thing. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm a fan, because I'm not, but she's like, she's funny. She's funny. But aside from that, I just don't feel like, okay, this is something that I need to run out and get. I just don't feel like that, so I'm just gonna not bother. Some honorary mentions, anything which is neutral from Tarte. I feel like right now they're bringing out, everything is just a neutral palette with them. Everything is brown. The only thing that they brought out which wasn't like just browns was the palette from their Unicorn collection. They had some sparkly shimmer like colours, actual pinks and blues and this and that. It's like, wow, they've actually brought out something different. But everything else, every time they bring out a palette, it's brown. I don't understand. Like, there's other colours in the colour chart aside from brown. There's other colours. Why are we just dealing with brown? So those are all the things that right now I feel like I'm not gonna buy. If I mentioned anything that you do want to buy, that you do like, whatever, please know that these are just my opinions for the things that I just don't really feel like I want to get. That does not mean that you can't go and buy it. It does not mean that you're bad if you want to go. No, you go and do whatever you want to do. That's fine. I am not going to be spending my money on these items, and any of these brands that I've mentioned, it's not like a personal thing that I don't like this particular brand or anything like that. It's strictly about the makeup products that we have mentioned. It's not a personal thing. It's just what I see and what I'm just choosing to stay away from. in this particular instance for these particular products, and that's it. That's the bottom line, okay? But anyway, if there's anything that you're not gonna buy, let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts on what you are and are not going to buy. And you know, feel free to, you know, leave some links to your own anti-haul videos. I love watching anti-haul videos, so you know, leave them below and I'll make sure that I give them a ganders, because I love anti-haul videos. I'm also going to leave Kimberly Clark's information or link to her channel down below, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to put me on notification and share this video, okay? And I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.